Hey, what's going on guys, it's GOVS Dezz here and welcome to today's video. Well, I'm playing Shanghai. Now in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys ways to fly around Shanghai. I'm going to be showing you in an empty game. I'm just going to be showing you how I fly on Shanghai and some good tips and tricks what I've learned on Shanghai whilst I've been playing. So Shanghai is a very good map because you've got plenty of cover and most of the flags are active all the time. So let's start off with E flag. Now when I'm attacking on E flag with a gunner, I will fly sort of how I am now. Maybe if there's a couple of tanks around then I'll fly a bit higher, but I like to stay sort of reasonably low so my gunner can pick off any enemies what is hiding around in the building. Now if I'm getting locked, I will fly around. That normally disengages the lock-on from hitting you by flying around buildings because it will hit the building instead of you. So normally from Echo, if there's no helicopters around, I'll fly to Delta flag. Now with Delta flag I like to fly sort of level with this rooftop here and this here, so my gunner can see anyone on the rooftops and myself. But with Delta flag I like to circle around the flag just to allow my gunner to pick off any enemies what is down there. Also guys, you don't want to do this too fast and you don't want to do it too slow that you get hit by an RPG. So just at a nice sort of steady pace, just so your gunner has more chance at being more accurate and just picking off the kills he needs to get. So from Delta flag I'll then fly up to C flag. With C flag you've got both of these sides here, which when they've got the flag they spawn both sides and also on the rooftop here. So I like to do the same with Bravo flag. I like to fly around the building so I'm looking into the building so my gunner can kill anyone he needs to. Then I will fly over the rooftops. If I'm getting locked on, this normally disengages the lock-on, so they can't actually send the lock-on to you. And I'll just go backwards and forwards until it's all clear. When it's all clear I will then make my way. If there's no helicopters or any tanks or vehicles what I've seen by then, I'll then fly to Bravo flag. Bravo flag I like to do the same again with Delta. I like to circle it but keeping it high enough that I can see the rooftops are clear. So I'll fly around, normally hover for a few seconds, not too long, but just enough time for my gunner to spot out any kills and pick them off. So with Alpha flag I like to come down here and fly up here. You've got a nice open area, and then when I'm coming down I'll fly around the building. If there's anyone here then you can pick them off quite easy, and then come back round. Sort of keeping it low, I'll fly around here and then just sort of make my way around to a map or anywhere, a flag, sorry. Now guys, it's not always going to be that easy because you will have vehicles, you will have people shooting you. So if you ever need to repair, then bear in mind guys, you can land as hard as you want on this road here down their back and it doesn't do any damage to the vehicles, which is quite handy to have. Now flying out this bit of the map is quite handy if you're trying to sneak around, because you can just hover between the gaps of the buildings with ease. When playing Shanghai or when playing just in general with the attack helicopter, it's a bit better if your pilot and your gunner are communicating by mics, or they're in a party together or on Skype. This way you can tell your pilot where you need to go and what direction you need to be pointed in for your TVs and even your 30 mils. So for me personally, I have this building is just known as the elevator building. So yeah, this is the elevator building. I call this one the circle building just because it's got a circle rooftop and it's pretty much a circular building, so this is the circular building. And then over here we have the sniper tower. You get a lot of people who put spawn beacons up here and they'll pick off people with a sniper rifle, so we just call this the sniper tower. And then down here we've got Delta rooftop, which is that rooftop here and this rooftop here. These two I know as Delta rooftop. And then you've got C flag low rooftop. This will be this building here, just low because it's low on the map. And then you've got Bravo elevator building, which is this building here and these buildings here. And then you've got the China Tower. A lot of people like to do the same on this map. They like to, or on this building, sorry, they like to set up with RPGs and spawn beacons and just pick off enemies up here. So you've got the Alpha Towers now, Alpha buildings. So a lot of people come on these rooftops. Every now and then you'll get them on the rooftops. This area here we like to call Tic Tac. So I think that's all of the buildings covered. Now time for a bit more advanced flying. When you've known the map and you're learning the gaps of the buildings, this sort of route what I'm now taking is a very good route if you're being chased in the attack helicopter and you want to sort of sneak away from him and lose him and then outmaneuver him. So now let's have a little look at my helicopter loadout. So this is my helicopter loadout. For my primary weapon I'll have the hydro rockets. For me these seem more effective because they're great on air vehicles and they're also great on infantry. For my secondary weapon I will have the tow missile. The tow missile for me is extremely effective when you know how to use it and how the missile sort of reacts when you're firing it. For my countermeasure I have the ECM jammer. This is very good for disabling lock-ons from hitting you and ECMing to sort of get your little helicopter icon off the map, so potentially you're invisible until the ECM runs out. For my upgrades I have a air radar. For me air radars are a must have on a helicopter. It allows you to see tanks or not just tanks, sorry, it allows you to see scout helicopters, jets and attack helicopters. So that's really handy to have. So as soon as you see them, for me, as soon as I see an attack helicopter, that is my first priority. I will go to that and I will take it out. Same with the scout helicopter. The scout helicopter can be extremely effective if you've got a very good pilot on there and two extremely good gunners. The scout helicopter is pretty much like a portable AA gun. You can just dominate a game if you've got very good people in them. So for my paint I have a frostbite camouflage as my paint. I don't always have this camouflage. On Shanghai I like to just pick out the snow, the flat snow camouflage because this camouflage is quite good for when Shanghai building is down and all the mist is around. The sort of white just sort of blends you into the background. So for my gunner seat now, as default you start off with the 30mm. You can't change that, you've got the 30mm. So for my gunner secondary weapon, I have the TV missile. TV missile for me is sort of how I see a tow missile. It's extremely effective. And with the laser guider, you're sort of just restricted to tanks and any land vehicle, whereas with a TV guide, you're unrestricted. You can shoot air vehicles, you can shoot people, you can shoot tanks as well. So for me, the TV guide is a go-to. So for my gunner optics, I have the gunner thermal vision. This is extremely good on Shanghai because Shanghai is a small map, so you don't really need zoom or infrared. So thermal vision for me, it's perfect because you can just spot out any enemies reasonably quick. And for my gunner upgrade, I have the gunner belt feeder. This just sort of speeds up your time reloading. So let's have a little look from the US spawn now. When I'm flying the US spawn, I'll have two ways of flying out there. So first off, I will keep nice and low, fly out to the sea, and if they're up at sea, you have a nice open area to send a TV or a tow missile to them. If they're at E, you've got this nice open area here, but you find a lot of pilots like to sneak up behind this building here, wait for you to come out. What they'll do is they'll wait here, wait for you to come out, outmaneuver you, and then shoot you. So when doing that, you want to just be cautious. Think they're hiding behind a building, what are they thinking next to do? So now you've covered sort of how to fly on the map, what loadouts, how to have. I'm going to be talking a bit about how to avoid lock-ons. This is stingers, igloos, any lock-ons out there, heat seekers or anything. So let's say I'm getting locked on. You're hearing the beeping noise. I'm getting locked on. I'm flying around this building. It's every now and then getting locked on. What I'll do is I'll fly out here. This normally allows you to sort of get away from the helicopter without him sort of knowing if they haven't seen you. And then you can just spin around and pelt him with your hydros, and if you're good with your tow missile, then you can normally send a tow missile to him again. Another good place for hiding from lock-ons is again down here, just sitting out the lock-ons, but be careful because this building here is taller than this one, so just make sure you are fully behind the building just to allow yourself to get that cover. I'd advise, if you're playing on Shanghai, I'd advise you to, you don't have to, it's just, it will help out in the long run, but learning how to fly on the map without any people in. So just join a game how I am here. For this video, for the purpose of this video, I've joined an empty game to explain to you guys how and what sort of techniques you need. So guys, I think I've covered everything I want to cover in this video. So I think the next video I make, guys, will be covering the TV missile. I'm going to be going over in a full depth video of the TV missile, how to use it, what to expect when to use it, and also good techniques for using it as well. So guys, it's been Govs Dezz here. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you have, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Also guys, check out my own personal channel at GOVS Dezz. I upload sort of very similar content to what I am uploading on the Empire channel. So also guys, I've announced that I will be doing a top 10 kills of the week. So if you want to be a part of this video, then send in your clips to my gamertag on Xbox. My gamertag is Govs Dezz. Please don't send it as my other account, which is DezX. I would like it if you could send them to my GOVS Dezz account, and I will then review the videos and then upload them into a top 10. So guys, it's been Govs Dezz here. I've hoped you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next video guys. Peace out.